Hey everyone, so welcome back to another Simpsons episode recap, where this time, Lisa goes on a trip to the rarely visited capital city and goes on a nighttime misadventure featuring artists, adulterers, and a man who's turned into a cockroach. Now, if that sounds pretty crazy, it's probably because it is. A good adventure is always fun, and this one sets a high standard for others to follow. So, without further ado, let's jump into episode 3 of season 36, Desperately Seeking Lisa. This episode starts right in the middle of the action, with Lisa being dropped off at the train. While she's being sent off, Homer's here to catch you up in his best Marge impression.
Lisa's driving me crazy. We should send her to Capital City with my sisters for the weekend.
Now, Lisa, being Lisa, obviously expects to tour art museums and catch a play on whatever passes for Broadway at Capital City. But Patty and Selma, being Patty and smart and cool they are,
Oh, somehow I sense you're craving love and connection in an uncaring world.
planet. Don't smoke, kids. And yes, vaping counts as smoking. Just because it tastes like peaches doesn't mean it's good for you. Finally on her own, and with her two aunts either passed out or dead, Lisa decides to go out on an adventure. In case you haven't heard of it, The Metamorphosis is a book by Czech author Franz Kafka about a man named Gregor Samsa who wakes up one morning to discover that he's transformed into a cockroach. Now, if you're a normal person, your reaction to this might be, "Oh my god, I have turned into a cockroach. How is this even possible?" But if you're Franz Kafka, your reaction to this is apparently, "Oh my god, I've turned into a cockroach. This is gonna make me so late for work." Yeah. In case you couldn't tell, Kafka had some daddy issues. And rather than go to therapy, he thought the best way to handle this would be to write stories about being turned into a cockroach and hating yourself. The Simpsons actually calls attention to these daddy issues by having a man who looks...
But why do you need to steal money? I thought you all supported yourselves by making art.
This, understandably, annoys Lisa, specifically After Hours, an old Martin Scorsese movie about one man who gets chased by angry artists through New York for an entire night. Unlike the main character of After Hours, however, a movie that came out in the 80s, Lisa has access to a cell phone, which she uses to call for help. Unfortunately, though, she happens to call
Entire 12-hour documentary about the history of ringtones.
But now, being honest with you guys, I have to say that this episode was different, but it still was a fast-paced adventure filled with strong jokes that really made the most of them. That's why I'm gonna give Desperately Seeking Lisa a 5 out of 10 stars.